Hey guys, welcome to my training on Captivate. My name's Lindsay. If you don't know me, I'm just going to quickly go through Captivate and how to work it and how it's going to be beneficial to you. If you do not have an iPhone, then you're not going to be able to use Captivate. So this is what you can do though. Tomorrow or today, whatever you want, you can just drive to the store, throw away the garbage phone that you have right now, and buy yourself an iPhone. And that was a joke, don't get offended. But yeah, seriously, I'm sorry, it sucks. I do believe there is an app similar to Captivate, but I haven't heard great things about it, and I am not sure the name of it. I probably should have looked that up before I started this, but I didn't, so just Google it or ask one of your friends. I'm going to share my screen with you, get started, so that I'm not wasting too much of your time. Let me just look this stuff over. Also, I'm going to preface this with I'm getting over a cough. I was sick, and I have this like residual cough that like kind of makes take my breath away a little bit. So I'm going to do the best I can. I have to get this training done. So sorry that I'm coughing during it, but I'm going to try so hard not to. So anyway, how to use Captivate to grow your network. Captivate is amazing. It's life-saving. Honestly, it saves so much time. I'm obsessed with it. It has grown my following so much I've only been using it like consistently for about 3 or 4 months, and I would say that I've probably gained about 600 to 700 followers in that time. No joke. It's really awesome. And just staying consistent with it is going to just be the best thing that you can do, kind of getting on a system, and I'm going to show you how to do that in a second. But step one to using the app, before you even use the app, is you have to know how you're going to find your tribe. And obviously, if you've been doing this for a while, then you already know how to do that. And if you're new to this, then I'm just going to go over a few quick things. So what I personally do is I go to famous people that I love. I always stick to like reality show people, B-list celebrities. They have way less foreign followers. I know that Taylor Swift is like amazing. She's my obsession, but she has 113 million followers. So I'm gonna bet like probably 3/4 of those are from China, and we don't ship to China. So I don't want to weed through all those people. I have stuff that I have to get done, and I want this to be the most time efficient, app that I can make it. So make sure that you are searching for people that you're not going to wind up with all these randoms. And then I also search hashtags. I'm a nurse, so I do hashtag nurse life, things like that. And then I also search for career pages, like nursing pages. There's, funny nursing pages. I connect with a lot of nurses from those things. And then also, and I'm talking about just strictly Instagram, lifestyle pages, like you can go to like for me, I'm a mom too, so mom life, mom hacks, things like that. And I just wanted to show you a step-by-step visual on how you're going to actually search for those people. So if you see that little red arrow in the first picture, there's your search bar. When you pull the app up, it's going to look just like that. You kind of have the discover page just like you would regularly on Instagram. And then you have your search button down at the bottom. So click that, type in whoever you want to follow or whoever you want to go to follow, and then type them in, and they're gonna come up right here. So click on their followers is your next step. So you can do this one of two ways. You can go to actual pictures and click people that have liked the pictures, or you can go to just their followers in general. I usually just go to their followers, and it's just always worked for me, but do you. So the next step is going to be to add them to your network. So you're going to click on their followers, like I just said. You're going to scroll down a few swipes, and then there's a blue box at the bottom. It says quick select. You're going to do that, hit select all, and it's going to highlight like 200 to 300 people. And the benefit of that is that for me personally, it takes me less time to select a batch of people versus it takes me less time to select a batch of people, like 300 people in one click, versus having to just unclick to unfollow them. So the next step is to scroll through all those 300 people that were just selected and unfollow the ones that you don't want to follow, because you're going to have random things on there, of course, because it's just batch selecting about 300 people. but you're still going through and clicking, and you're unclicking the people you don't want to follow. So I don't personally follow guys. So I'm unfollowing guys. I'm unfollowing foreign people. I'm unfollowing weird looking people that I know are not my tribe. And I'm totally judging them by their face, but it's okay. You know, some people, you know, they just might not look like the tribe. So I personally think it's easier to, like I said, I wind up unselecting about 50 people. So for me, unselecting 50 people is way easier than trying to find 300 people to select. Then you're going to go to the top right. You're going to click action, and then you're going to click follow. And another button will pop up, and it's going to say start now. So when it says start now, what it's going to do is it's going to start following people, but it's only going to follow about 40 people at a time because that's all that Instagram allows it to do. And then it's going to say it timed out or whatever the message is. I can't remember now. I don't think I screenshot that one. And at that point, you're going to add it to the local queue. So the difference between the local queue and the cloud queue is the cloud just kind of does it in the air, whatever the cloud does. You know, we're all still confused by the cloud, or at least I am. So it kind of does it in the background. So it's going to do it here and there. The local queue is going to keep it nice, solid list for you. And I'll tell you why this will be beneficial for you in a few minutes. But you will have to upgrade the app. Do it. It's worth every single dollar. I would pay $50 for this app, honestly. It's increased my following by so much. So here's your step-by-step visual. Quick select is at the bottom. Then it's going to select all the people up here. You see how it says it selected 198 users. So now this is when I just go through and I unfollow all the people that I don't want to follow. Like this dude right here, Schmidt Guido. I'm not going to follow Schmidt, okay? I'm just not going to. So he's going to get unselected, and it's super, super easy, and it makes a really cool sound too, so it's kind of satisfying at the same time. And then you are going to click follow, and it's going to just follow those people that you have still selected so out of those 198 users, maybe you have like 120 or 130 left, and then you're going to hit start now, and then it's going to give you that message, and then you're going to hit add to local queue. Excuse me. And then this is where your lifesaver comes in, night mode, aka my best friend, because it saves me so much time. The best thing about night mode. So when I'm sitting there and when I'm adding to my network, whenever I have an extra few minutes, that's when I'm doing it. I just try to like build a big list up in my queue so that when I go to night mode, I just have a bunch there and I'm ready to go. So for night mode, you go to settings, and I'm going to show you like a visual just like I did with the other slides. You're going to go to settings, then you're going to click night mode, then you're going to click execute one action every 40 to 60 seconds, whatever you prefer, and then start. And what this beautiful feature on this app does is it'll follow somebody while you're sleeping. So it's going to automatically dim your phone. It'll dim your screen so that it doesn't bother you. And so I personally do one action every 40 seconds. So it's going to follow someone every 40 seconds while I'm sleeping. And usually, you know, it can do like over 400 while I'm sleeping. And obviously the benefit to this is that, you know, it's going to avoid that following 40 people maximum. And how long would it take you to personally follow 400 people sitting, you know, at your desk trying to get some work done? So this is following people while you're sleeping. You can literally add to your network while you're sleeping. So thank God for this. Here's your step-by-step. Settings is down here. It's just like on that regular search bar. And then here is where you click night mode. And then here is where you change your execution or your settings here. So you're going to execute one action. Like I said, I do 40 seconds. You can do 60 seconds. I wouldn't do anything less than that because I think that's when it starts to interfere with Instagram's laws. And then, so I wanted to make sure I had a screenshot where I still had people in here. So I have 200 people in here waiting to, you know, to be followed. So then you just come up here and hit start, and it's going to follow those people. It's going to dim your screen, and then it's going to start following somebody every 40 to 60 seconds, however you decide to do it. And then right here in this column, it'll tell you how many people it followed while you were sleeping, and you should wake up with new followers. Usually I have about, probably I would say like 25 to 30 new followers a day. And these are people, these are not random people, these are people that I have personally clicked and looked through. Obviously, some people aren't going to be my tribe still, but most of the time they are. And the other awesome feature is that you actually don't need cleaner. You can unfollow with Captivate. My coach, or my personally sponsored coach, Eileen, pointed this out to me. So it's nice because you can use the upgraded cloud and stuff like that on this app without having to buy it for a cleaner. So you basically add whoever you want, who you don't want to unfollow, to your whitelist. So say you have celebrities or something like that, or other coaches and friends and things like that, or other friends would be following you back. So people that don't follow you back that you want to still follow, like maybe a top coach or or a celebrity, put them on your whitelist, and it won't unfollow them when you do this. Then you go to the unfollow filter in your settings, and you hide the users that follow you. And then same thing, on the screen you hit select all. This time you hit unfollow, and then you add it to your cloud queue, and it's going to just unfollow those people in the background. So that's what I personally do. You can do it to the local queue, just like when you follow people, but it's just your preference. I just like cloud queue because by the end of the day, usually it'll have unfollowed the people that I want to unfollow. And here's your step-by-step visual. So in the settings, here's your unfollow filter right here. You want to click hide users that follow you, and then you're going to select all these people right here that aren't following you, and then add them to your cloud queue right here. And like I said, it's super life-changing. It really does save so much time, and it's worth, seriously, every dollar. So upgrade the app. Now, the one thing that I did want to point out to you guys is that, if you don't know already, you want to make sure that you are keeping up with how many people you're following. So if you're going to be following 300 to 400 people at a time, you obviously don't want to go and surpass the people that are following you, because that just messes up with algorithms. And honestly, when you personally go to someone's page, if you see that they're following 1,000 more people that are following them, you're probably not going to follow them back, right? It's just kind of how people think. So this is what I do. I do this for about 2 or 3 days in a row. I don't really have a set system. I mean, you can think of one. If you want to follow Monday, Tuesday, don't do anything Wednesday, Thursday. Let those people from Monday, Tuesday simmer. And then on Saturday, unfollow whoever didn't follow you back, and then, start all over again. You can do it that way. I'm not really consistent when it comes to a schedule. I'll be like, oh, okay, I've followed people for the last 3 days. Let me just let it sit for a day or two, and then I'm going to unfollow those people. Or if I kind of notice that I followed, a big batch of people, and they've kind of started to die out on who's following me back, because, you're going to have stragglers, but it's extra straggly, then I'll just go through and unfollow those people before I go and follow people again, if that makes sense. But that's it. That's all I have for you. Please reach out if you have any questions. I feel like I'm kind of like the Captivate queen now, so I have really gone through this app and really learned it. I would be more than happy to answer any questions that you have. But I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you later. Bye.